Hey y'all, welcome to Life on Helton Creek Farm. My name's Darcy and I'm just out piddling today and thought I'd go live and see if anybody joined me. How y'all doing today? We are probably like y'all waiting on the big weather, whatever's coming, right? The Snowmageddon, as some people around here are calling it. They're talking ice, power outages, 6 to 8, 9 inches of snow. I'm in Tennessee, y'all. We don't see 6, 8, 9 inches of snow. We hadn't seen a good snow like that for a long, long time. Hey, Central Utah. Oh, are you kidding me? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I wish I was a lot more people's favorite channel on YouTube. Hey. I can't see very well on this. Welcome in. Right now I'm standing out in the yard while I still can before the temperature drops and the rain starts and the freezing starts. Me and Pa have to get some wood in tonight. We have electric heat. If the power goes out, which we burn wood all the time. We don't use our electric heat too often, but if the power goes out, we need a lot of wood brought in so we don't get cold. Are y'all expecting weather out there? Bad weather? I reckon everybody is. I saw this afternoon on the news where even Texas was getting hammered pretty bad with snow. And Florida got hit the other day, and that's crazy. I always tease and say if you don't like the weather in Tennessee, hang out about 15 minutes and it'll change. So it's funny, they said it would start Friday night, hit pretty hard Saturday, and thank you. Thank you so much. I do not have a generator, and we do not have solar panels. We have the perfect roof for solar panels, but we don't have them. I don't know if you've ever watched the video of our remodel, which was really a tear down and rebuild, but I've got a playlist on here that shows where we gutted it, tore it down, built it back, and the only thing we kept was the front wall. And it was a very old farmhouse, well over 100 years old. And we had rented it out. We owned the farm, but we already had a house, so we didn't need the house. And we decided to downsize a little, and our son bought our house, and we completely gutted this house. And it was really funny. On the video, you can see when you go out the back door, I could go out the back door and not bump my head. But if you were much taller than 5'3", you kind of had to do it sideways. So when they raised the roof, it messed with the pitch of the roof. And so we ended up with a huge roof. I know that all sounds crazy, but hey, you barely got any snow in Utah? Holy cow, that's crazy. It's all down here. That's why. It's all in the south. When I was a kid, we would get 2 or 3 inches and have a blast, and it'd go away in 3 or 4 days, and we'd be done. We just don't have much snow anymore at all. Let's say 1994, 93 or 94 was the last time we had like a really big snow. And it is, in this area where I live, a great big snow is never a good thing. The first day or two, it's wonderful because the kids are out sledding. You know, you've already got feed out for everybody, and you might have to break a little water, but the kids are out sledding, everything's fine. You're making a big pot of soup, and it's all yummy, yummy. And then after 3 or 4 days, and people can't get out of their houses, and school is canceled, and the kids are home, and yeah, it gets a little crazy around here. Because our roads are like this, has nothing to do whether or not you can drive in the snow or ice. But when you live in a rural area and you pull out your driveway and have to go up a hill to get out, snow and ice are never a good thing. When you have to break water in the troughs for the cows and the calves and goats and all that stuff, that's never any fun either. So, oh, let's see. We only got, wow. Thank you. All the kids are crazy wild. All the kids are just so excited about snow. I'll be in the house putting wood in the fire and making hot chocolate. That's what I'll be doing. Hey, thanks for joining us, Colton. I'm not much with this RA. My hands don't, my body don't, my bones don't. We don't love it. So I'll keep the fire stoked up, and I'll make some homemade hot chocolate with or without marshmallows. I'll make some good mocha frappe coffee or whatever. There'll probably be a pot of chili requested. That's what I'll be doing. My day is going fabulous. My day is going well. I got my hair cut yesterday, and you know, the hairstylist can always make it look so good, and then when you leave, you're like, what did she do? Because I can't do it again. So that was a challenge this morning. Had to go get some bird feed. I was making a little video just earlier today. Where I live, they are calling for like 10 to 20 inches of snow. Holy snapdragons! Where do you live? If we got 20 inches of snow in Middle Tennessee, this state would shut down. Now, farm families would not shut down because, you know, we got tractors and track hoes and front end loaders, and we got everything in the world to get out in the snow. I'm in Middle Tennessee, and you know, we've had to get the tractor out and get the box blade out and work on the road a little bit, but as a farmer, we're not in too bad a shape. We got feed for the calves, we got plenty of hay, dry hay. So we'll be okay, I think. My wife has the same thing. Ooh, bless your heart. Bless her heart. It is rough. It is rough. I will definitely video the snow because the kids will have it no other way. I may send my camera out with Pa and let him film. I don't know how, I'm kind of interested to see how the calves do. This will be their first big snow. Our replacement heifers and our meat heifers, meat cows. They're not heifers, they're steers. And in the morning, we get to go pick up our beef. We're pretty excited about that. We had a cow processed. I think we sent 5. One was ours, and then we sold a couple to people that they took. So we go pick up our fresh beef in the morning, and I'm very, very ready. We are down to like very little in our freezer. It's just nearly empty. So I'll have to do some rearranging in there with my gloves on. And hopefully we will get it picked up and home and emptied and stored before the weather changes. That will be terrible to have to go get it in the snow. And that will be terrible if we lose power and our fresh cow in the freezer. So if y'all are praying, people, do a little praying our power don't go out here, because whoo, that's the drawback of living in the country, is you're in a rural area and it takes a little longer to get your power back on when it goes out. If the trees start snapping the lines, we're in trouble. So we hope not. We sure hope not. Virginia. Cool. I've been there a few times. Where did I go? I've been to South Boston, Virginia a couple of times, and maybe that's it. I'm not a big traveler. When you have livestock and a farm, it's hard to get away and do much. So what are y'all doing today? Are y'all getting ready for Snowmageddon? Anybody? Around here we sing the milk and bread song. Do y'all do that? I'm like, people go out and buy. I wish I had some of your beef. I bet it's tasty. Happy cows make tasty cows, and our cows are always happy. Did you see the one where they're eating the Little Debbie's? They love Little Debbie snack cakes. Our little heifers do. We're trying to friendly them up just a little bit. It is good to have your mama cows a little bit friendly when they start calving. Because if they're not friendly when they calve, and you have to either help them have the calf, or you have to do something to the calf, it's really dangerous. So we're trying to friendly these up just a little bit. So maybe we can take they like oatmeal cream pie's the best so far. And I just took some old sourdough bread out there, and they like that pretty good too. So you know, somebody else said the same thing. If it gets cold enough, just put it outside in a... I said, yeah, but I got cats and coyotes and dogs and neighbor dogs, and I'd be kind of scared to set it out too far. Ooh, they'd be chomping down and having a party. I'm just glad to have it in. It is nice. If you have a local farmer close to you that you could buy from, it's well worth every penny. We're not a big operation. We sell mostly to close friends and family, neighbors, just, we're a very small operation. But once you have that homegrown stuff, it is hard to ever go back to wherever you get your beef. It's hard to go back. I like knowing who its mama was. I like knowing where it grew up. I like knowing what it ate. Yeah. Now, once they go up to be, I'm getting ready to move, and I gotta go. Oh, thank you so much, and I appreciate you joining me and giving me such a great compliment. Thank you. You know, when you're on my side, you always wonder if anybody's really enjoying your content or not. I like what I do. I'm just having fun. I'm not monetized. I probably won't ever be. I've been at this for 4 or 5 years and hadn't made a penny. And that's all right. I've made some really good friends, and I've had a blast. So I'm going to keep on keeping on, and long as somebody watches me, I'll be here. Long as somebody's interested. I love it. I have a big time showing y'all stuff, and it's kind of warm right now. It's 50 something right now. I don't know how long that'll last though. I had to run up to TSC to get my bird feed, and I was kind of getting tickled. There were people in line with little box heaters and heat lamps and salt, and they were already out of propane. They said everybody in town was out of propane, and I don't know what else, but they said they had enough to last probably today, and they'd be out of salt and everything else too. So I hope we don't need anything like that. Snow and ice, I hope don't. I don't mind the snow too much, but that ice scares me. Don't it, y'all? I usually do a grocery pickup on Friday. I was out Tuesday, and I thought, they're already talking about this snow. I won't ever get a pickup Friday. I'm going to go ahead and I don't need much. I'm going to run in here and get what I need and pick up a few things, and then I'll be done. Well, thank you so much. Be good, Aaron. I appreciate you. I thought, well, I'll run in here to Kroger and get me a few things. Don't need much. I pulled in that parking lot, and it was unbelievable. The gas pumps were lined up. There was no parking anywhere. It took me 10 minutes, literally, to find a parking place. And then I parked out on the end, at the very end. Wasn't nowhere close to the store, so by the time I got to the door, I was already... Went in, got a few things, and let me just tell you, all the happy people are at the grocery store. If you need to go, all the happy people are there. They were bumping carts and buggies and moving and reaching in front of you. And I stood there and I wanted some chicken broth. I thought I might make me a little tater soup or, whatever. I was standing there waiting and waiting and waiting. And of course, there were a ton of kids in there, and I don't know why. But I looked at this young man and I said, "Excuse me, I need some chicken broth. It's right behind you." He said, "My mama's be done in a minute." Now, his mama was on this side. He was on this side. He said, "My mama be done in a minute." I said, "Oh, that'd be awesome." That'd be awesome. Maybe we'll be famous one day and we can do a meet and greet. And I thought, well, how rude are you, young man? How rude. So I stood there another few minutes, and she was over here looking at beans. And I don't know what the difficulty was in picking out the beans, but it was taking a minute. So finally, I just reached around him, and I said, "Excuse me." And I reached around and got my chicken broth, and he went, like, "Mama, are you ready?" I thought, yeah, Mama, are you ready? Are you not going to say something to your rude child? But she didn't. So I got my chicken broth and I got out of Dodge. I just went on my merry way to the next aisle. I don't know why people are like that. Just be happy. If you got to fake it, just be happy. You're alive and above ground. Make the most of it, I don't know. Anyway. Well, I'm fixing to get busy doing something. Making some plans, I guess, to get some wood in the house. And I got to fix up my sewing jugs. My pepper seeds will be here tomorrow. And I need to have my sewing jugs ready. And if you don't know what that is, it's a milk jug or a water jug, some kind of see-through plastic. You can do the opaque milk jug, but some kind of jug, and you cut it in half, take the lid off, cut it in half, put some dirt in there, put your seeds in there. Go to pizza topping. I don't know what that is. Anyway, put some dirt in there and then plant your seeds in, cover them however the packet tells you to cover them, and then tape it back shut. Leave the lid off and leave it outside in the sun. And just plant all your brassicas, all your cool weather flowers and vegetables. You can go ahead and plant those and be ready. And by the time you're ready to plant them in your garden or raised bed or whatever, they're ready to go, and you don't have to buy anything at a box store. You pay $3 for your seed, maybe, and depending on what kind you get, maybe $10 or $12 for your pot and soil, and that's it. And y'all trying to buy plants out at the big box stores or co-op or anywhere like that, they're expensive. And they, for me, before I got my little greenhouse and starting my own seeds, they just never worked for me very well. They're grown fast in a huge high tunnel. They're grown fast, fertilized heavy, and when they get to the store, they look beautiful. And when you get them home, if you don't continue that feeding and continue that, they're not going to do very well. They're not going to bear. They're not going to grow very well. So I like starting my own plants. Or, I hear my woodpecker over here in the tree. Or, last year I went to a local greenhouse over here where he grows and starts all his own vegetables and stuff, and I got a lot of things from him because I wasn't really able to do it myself last year. So I bought local, and they did wonderful. So there you go. But just always a lot to do this time of year. We got to get through this snowmageddon first, and if you're in the line of the weather, I sure hope you got milk and bread. And crackers for chili and marshmallows for hot chocolate. So, thanks so much for joining me on my live today. It was a blast. Hope we can get together again soon. Y'all got any questions or comments? Leave them below. Send me an email. Go to Life on Helton Creek Farms. My email and my mailing address and everything is there. So you can send me questions or comments. I'd love to hear from you. I love to hear from people who are watching. And if you want to say anything, let me know. Thank you so much for joining me. And y'all remember, you're never alone. Y'all be blessed and stay warm. Bye-bye. Somebody want to tell me how to turn this off?